Hello and welcome. Today I will explain about caller ID problems and analog dial tone problem. So as you see in the previous lecture, when I call, it take 3 rings. After that the system open the line. Sometimes this issue you cannot fix it because some analog cabinets from ITSP are very old. So maybe sometime you cannot fix it, but there is some tips. If you have analog connection from ITSP and without any problem, so the cabinet it's not old and the signal are strong, so you can fix it, but you will not fix it at all. You have to receive at least 1 ring. After this ring you will hear the IVR. Why? Because this is analog dial tone. When you work with analog lines, you should hear at least 1 analog dial tone like toot. After that, welcome to our company. But in previous example, when I call, we hear 3 analog dial tones like toot, toot, after that toot, after that welcome to our company. But we want to fix this. You can fix it only if you have a strong signal from the ITSP and your cabinet it's not old. What I mean by cabinet, you receive the analog line from cabinet, like they give you cabinet, they call it MD5. They give you the line, the main line there, and you take another line to your PBX. So we will go to system, then we will go to telephony. After that we will go to analog settings. Now we can see here, first you have, if you didn't receive caller ID, you have to enable it like this. Second thing, the default settings, it will be like this. I will change it because I already changed. I will let you see the default settings. This is the default settings from Zycoo. It will be bell, US signal, and caller ID detect. The system will detect the caller ID once the system start ringing. Once the call start ringing, he will detect the caller ID. And we have here tone zone China, and we have ring debonus and caller ID buffer. This is the most important things for me. I experienced this too much with many customers. I fix all problems related to caller ID. So for me, when I use, we have 2 type of lines, analog lines. Some of them they coming directly through analog line. Some of them also coming through fiber optic, through internet modem. Like they give us ITSP here modem, fiber modem for internet, and they give us line with it. So for me, I use always bell US, and I change this. You have to change this. I use P4 ring or polarity. What the difference? P4 ring, that mean the system will detect the caller ID before the ring start. And we have polarity. Polarity, that mean the system will detect the caller ID once the call established. So we have polarity. Once the call established, the system will detect the caller ID. But before ring, the system will detect the caller ID after the call established and before ring. So polarity, once the session open, it will detect. Before ring, after the session open. So you can use both, before ring or polarity. This for caller ID signaling. I don't know about your country, but I will give you these tips to use it. Just try to play with this, because in our region, if we have analog line not coming with through modem, through just directly through analog line through cabinet, we will use DTMF, and it's working with me fine. If I use DTMF with before ring, it will work. Also, if I have fiber connection through modem and I have line, I will use bell US and P4 ring, then it will work with me. Also, I always play with ring debonus parameter. This parameter also coming through ITSP. They send RAM some parameters. So ring debonus, I always decrease it to 32. Once you decrease this one to 32, also you will try to fix the problem. Also, you have caller ID buffer length. This one I keep it default. When I try to handle this, like change it, make it 3050, 500 or 1800. Sometimes once you receive a call, for example, I have this number. So now this number is full number. We can see now this is 10 digits number. So this is 10 digits number. If I receive it from ITSP like this, only 8 digits. I didn't receive the last 2 digits. So what I make, I increase this one, I make it like 3000. Then after that, maybe you will receive the number if you decrease it, like you receive it not full, you will receive it more than your number, like this 0566932820. This is my number, and he will add another number like 0. He will take from first one and repeat it again. So be careful with that, just play with it. I recommend don't to play with this option, just keep it the latest option. Just when you see the number that you receive it not full number, or more than your number you expect, like you're receiving, you should receive 10 digits and you receive 12 digits, you have to decrease it. And if you expect to receive 10 digits and you receive 8 digits, I recommend to increase, but I will keep this one as default. Normally I didn't change this one. Before maybe 2 years I was playing with this, sometimes it fixed the problem, but now I recommend don't change it. Only once you receive number not full, or your number that expect you to receive it 10 digits, you receive 12, try to decrease. So just to play with these options. In our country we make it sometimes bill, sometimes DTMF, but this option you have to change it, make it before ring, and ring the bonus you have to make it 32. After that, also I change the tone zone. If it's not working with China, I select United Arab Emirates. So this is our region. If you didn't see your region here, just select region near to your region, or keep it China as it is, but this is the most important. Ring the bonus 32, caller ID start, before ring, and bill signal all DTMF. So what you will do, you will test actually. So I will make it like this. After that you will save. The system will require reboot, then you will click yes to reboot. I already test this one and I am familiar with this problem, so I fix it directly. So now we will test ring. We will hear only one analog dial tone like toot. After that the IVR will open directly. So I will call now. You can hear now. So I will call. Okay, so I will go first to switchboard to trunk, then we will see the line here. Now the line is idle, so I will call. Now just focus here. First ring. After that the system open directly the IVR. So I will hang up now. So as you can see, directly once I call, after one ring the IVR open. So this is how you fix your problem. And but we didn't fix it at all, because we still receiving one analog dial tone. This you cannot fix it because this is analog signal. You should receive at least one analog dial tone, but like this is normal. Sometimes now when I also hang up the call, it's not hang up here directly. It take like 2 seconds or 1 second, like 2 seconds sometimes. This is because analog also, because analog not detecting the hang up directly, because you're working on positive or negative like electric signal. So with SIP you will not face this problem. Just when you call, automatically it will open the line with SIP lines, with SIP trunk line from ITSP. It will directly open the IVR, and once you hang up, the call automatically directly will hang up. There is no delay like 1 second or 2 seconds. So this is normal problem, but I give you idea about it. Many instructors they didn't explain about this. I have another tip for you. If you go to preferences and analog settings, so if this one not working with you, just change it to DTMF. Maybe you will receive the caller ID, but for me I didn't receive the caller ID because I didn't enable it from ITSP. If I enable it, I will receive it, I'm sure 100%. So just to play with these options, make it 32 or 16 sometimes, but test as I'm making now. 32 before ring and change it to DTMF. Then or without changing DTMF, keep it pill and save. If it's not working, change it to DTMF and keep this as it is, before ring and 32. If it's not working, make this one like polarity, then save. You have to test, my friend. So after that, also I give you one tip. You can go to diagnostic, maintenance, then diagnostic. if you go to channel monitor, sometimes if you speak with support, many customers, if they tell me I have caller ID problem like this, so what I do, or what I tell him to do, I tell him just go to maintenance, then diagnostic, then channel monitor, then click on start on FX01. So now we will click on start. Now we starting to like troubleshoot the FXO port 1. So I will make call now. After that I tell him to make call. Now I make call. Now I will hang up. After you hang up, just you click on start, then you hang up, then you click stop. So after we stop this one, we have file like stream.tar. So I will open Audacity program. This Audacity program help you to open files like audio files, mp3 or raw files like this one. So I will open it. I will click on file, import raw data. Then I will go to downloads. And I will select this one, import. So now this is our line. Why I tell him to give me this one? Because from this call you can know sometimes the signal that on this line. So you know what the type of signal, so you can change it here directly, DTMF or PIL. And sometimes you can know also from this call if there is caller ID or not. So I will start this file. So this signal, this sound that we hear it, I don't know if you hear it now. So if you hear like audio file like the signal like toot, like this one will be bill signal. But if you hear the audio like old signal like when you call in old phones, this one DTMF. So also if like this file, I expect this file here the call established. So this is first string, this is the call established. So if we didn't see here some like drop and up lines like here we can see, so this file not include caller ID. So we have to enable it from ITSP, not from the IPPBX. So this is simple tip, but I recommend you to download this file and send this file to support, to Zycoo support. You can go directly to Zycoo because they will order this from you. If you try to fix it and you didn't fix it, you will go to Zycoo, then you will go to support, then you will send them this file. Okay, you can send them this file through email, they will respond to you, or through attachment here. So for me, I faced this problem before, but now I fix all the problems with the analog lines. You will face also this problem not only in Zycoo, in Avaya or Cisco, all of them you will face this problem if you didn't put correct parameters in your IPPBX. But now with the Zycoo version 3.2, almost you will not face this problem. It will automatically detect the caller ID if you enable it from ITSP. But I tell you this option as a tip so you can handle it if you face this problem. So this is our lecture about caller ID. Thank you for watching and goodbye.